Hey everybody. So I have been getting a lot of messages asking for help with ham and turkeys. And I've been referring people to videos that I already have on my cooking channel. But then I realized a lot of you are new. And most of the time the algorithm does not work in my favor. So you might not have seen my videos. So I'm going to show you two methods that I pretty much use every year to make my turkey and ham. I find it convenient. Now, sometimes the way I prep or season it, like as far as the turkey, sometimes I do compound butter under the skin. Sometimes I'm like, just season, let's go, because I'm cooking 100 other things. So these are the two methods that I use for my turkey and ham. I find it convenient in my kitchen, and you might find it convenient as well. Some of you may have seen these videos already, but a lot of you maybe not. I've been getting a lot of questions and messages this week, so I thought, let me just put this out there. Anyways, here you go. Today, I'm going to show you how to prepare a roasted turkey using an oven bag. Now, I know a lot of you probably cringe at the fact that, using a plastic bag to roast a turkey is kind of weird, but I do this once a year, and it really is an easy way to achieve a tender, juicy turkey. So here I have completely thawed my turkey over the course of 3 days in my refrigerator, and then I set it on the counter for about an hour. So here I've added 3 tablespoons of cooking oil. I'm going to rub that all over the skin. You could also use butter. I've created a rub, and I will put what I added to this rub in the description below and here on the screen. You can season your turkey with whatever rub or seasoning that you prefer. And I'm just going to use this and season it generously all over the turkey on the outside and the inside of the cavity. Okay, so my turkey is seasoned, so I'm just going to let it sit here until I'm ready to add it to the oven bag. Here I have a large oven bag. I'm just going to open that up. And I know a lot of people have confusion or forget how to prepare the oven bag, and it's really easy. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour inside the bag, and I'm going to give it a shake and coat the interior of this bag. Then I'm going to add it to my roasting pan, and I'm going to create a layer of aromatics. Here I just have 4 to 5 sticks of celery and 1 large onion that I've roughly chopped and sliced. And I'm just going to create a layer at the bottom of the bag. And now I'm just going to add the turkey. And it does help if you fold back the sides of the oven bag. And I added my hand inside the cavity of the turkey, and I'm just going to add it into the bag. That's the easiest way. Once I add this to the bag, I am going to clean my hands. And then I'm just going to gather the end, and I do want to leave a little bit of room. And these oven bags do come with a twist tie to secure the end of it. You could also just tie a knot. I had an uncle that always tied a knot at the end. It works. So once that's secured, you'll want to get your kitchen shears and create 1/2 inch slits on the top of your bag, and you'll do 6 of these. And if all else fails, just read the instructions for the turkey oven bags that you buy from the store. But one year I accidentally threw out the instructions, so that wasn't good. Okay, so I'm putting this in a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. This is a 15-pound turkey, so it's going to take around 2 hours and 15 minutes, or until the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit in the thickest part of the turkey breast and 180 towards the thigh. So after I remove it, you'll see it's collected a lot of juices and fat. You could use that for a gravy, but I'm going to let this set in the bag for about 20 minutes. And then after 20 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and just cut the bag open. So once the bag is open, I like to transfer it to my cutting board. I use 2 wooden spoons, and then I let it rest for another 30 to 45 minutes. And once it's well rested, I'll start to carve and cut the turkey. And that's it. It's so tender and juicy. Today I'm going to be making a slow cooker ham. Here I have a 7.25 pre-cooked smoked ham that I'm going to rinse well. This ham has been completely thawed and has been sitting on my countertop for about an hour. So this does make a difference when you're cooking it. After rinsing, I'm going to dry with paper towels. I'm just going to pat dry the exterior well and remove that tough skin from the top. And now I'm going to score the exterior of the ham. You don't want to go too deep, just a light score on the exterior. My ham is prepped, so now I'm going to work on the glaze and the brown sugar mixture that I will be coating the ham with. Here I'm going to be using 4 ounces of Dijon mustard. This is a country style Dijon mustard. You could even use yellow mustard. And I'm going to add 8 ounces of honey. I'm just going to add the rest of this container of honey that I had left. Now just give that a mix. And at this point, this glaze is done, but I want to spice this ham, so I'm going to add a half teaspoon of ground clove and a full teaspoon of ground cinnamon into this glaze. Now, if you don't like spiced ham, like I said, it's optional. You don't have to add the ground cinnamon and ground clove, or you can scale back. I like a very strong spice to this, so I'll be adding it to this glaze and also to my light brown sugar. Here I have a 1.5 cups of light brown sugar, and to that I'm going to add another half teaspoon of ground clove and a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. I'm going to give that a mix, and that is ready. I'm also going to be using a 20-ounce can of sliced pineapples in pineapple juice. If you are using sliced pineapples in pineapple syrup, you might want to scale back on the sugar and honey in this. It's up to you. And 1 entire jar of cherries. This is a 12-ounce jar. I'll be using the juice and the cherries. So I've placed my ham in a 6-quart slow cooker. I'm adding the entire jar of cherries, juice and all. I'm also going to add the juice of the pineapple slices. And I started to add some of the slices, but I think I'm going to wait until the end to finish adding the slices. So now I'm going to pour over that honey mustard glaze. And then to finish this off, I'm going to add all of that brown sugar and just coat and pat it on the surface. You really don't want to slather it, you just want to coat it with the brown sugar. Now I'm going to cover it with a lid, and I am going to cook this on high for 3 hours. And if you're doing this on low setting, then you'll want to cook it somewhere between 4 to 6. Basically, you want the internal temperature to reach 140 degrees Fahrenheit for a pre-cooked smoked bone-in ham. This is not pre-sliced. Now, if you're working with a raw ham, you'll want it to come up to 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Cook time always varies. So I am a little over 2 hours on a high setting in my 6-quart slow cooker. So I'm going to baste this. I'm going to insert my thermometer in the thickest part of the ham, and as you can see, it has definitely reached 140 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to remove it from the slow cooker and let it rest for 20 minutes. And here's what's left in the slow cooker. And I'm going to slice my ham. I sort of want thick slices. I don't want it ultra thin because I don't want it to dry out. Once I slice all of my ham, I'm going to place it back into my slow cooker, into that sweet juice that's left in the slow cooker, and I'm just going to coat and baste it. And I'm going to set this on warm. I'm going to keep it warm until I'm ready to serve. And I also have recipe videos for broccoli cheese rice casserole, green bean casserole, and I also have a corn casserole. You can go to my YouTube channel and I will have a casserole playlist there, or I will link these recipe videos in the description below, along with the ingredients to today's recipe video. So I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.